Hello everyone, welcome to my big crystal blowout sale. So the reason I'm doing this with a private link on YouTube is because Instagram recently changed their policy and you cannot go live on there unless you have at least 1,000 followers, which I do not have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the items that I have. They're going to have a code with a number and a letter, and you can claim what you would like in the comments, and the first one to claim gets it. The first 3 orders are going to get one of these sweet little rose quartz whale tails. And, you know, just a little bit of a backstory. I'm excited to have all my crystals in my possession now. They've been spread out across New England, and now it's like I have my whole crystal family back. But the downside is I just don't have the space to house them all in my little studio apartment. So I need to move this inventory, and I'm excited to get these crystals into your hands because they need to do their good work, and they're not doing any good sitting around here. So it's a win-win for everybody. So let's kick it off with the first item, which is a Labradorite Freeform. This is a lovely piece. There's nothing wrong with it. If something is wrong, I will tell you, if it's damaged or what have you. This is in perfectly beautiful condition. This is a Sunset Lab Freeform from Madagascar. Mostly purple on this side, but more of the full sunset colors on this side. This was $44. But it is discounted $14, and so if you would like to claim it, you would claim code 30L. Shipping on all of this is going to be based on weight. Normally, if you buy something from my website, it's $8 flat rate shipping, but because we're doing it this way, I will price it according to weight. So if you just get one little thing, you won't have to pay $8. That's one of the perks of buying during my little clearance sale, my big clearance sale. So this is that first item, and it's gorgeous. It reminds me of those like stones in Outlander where you like put your hand on it and you time travel, you know? I mean, look at the way it flashes. It's so beautiful. And one thing about Labradorite, I love how sometimes you're just like walking by and it just kind of like flashes you, you know? It's such an amazing crystal. It's all about transformation. So let's move on to the next Labradorite that I have. So these aren't discounted individually, but they are buy one get one half off. So if you want to get more than one, you'll get a discount, and the 50% off will come off the lesser priced of the two. So these are small Labradorite freeforms. So they're like mini freeforms. A lot of times when we see freeforms, they're big, they're kind of can be imposing, somewhat of a statement piece, but these are small. They're like little mini freeforms. And these have been flashing me a lot. And so this first one here is 20X. Here's the next one. Beautiful multicolored flash here. This one is 20Y. So if you decided to get these two, one would be $20, one would be $10. So you would get 2 of these for $30 instead of 2 for $40. Next up, we have this beauty. This is 15Z. And wow, look at the blue on this one. Gorgeous. It even has a little giving us a little wink in the back there. This one is 10V. Yeah, V. And you know, any mistakes, any duplicates, any difficulty reading something, I apologize. I am a one-woman show, so sometimes well, most of the time I'm not perfect. 10X. So again, all of these are buy one, get one half off, and the lesser priced item would be the half off unless you get two of the same price, so obviously. 15V. $10W. I hope everyone is doing well. As many of you know, 10Z. We are moving out of Mercury retrograde right now. Mercury was in retrograde in the sign of Leo. A lot of people were feeling it. A lot of people usually do. It was especially challenging. Wow, look at that. 18Z. Because a lot of planets were in retrograde all at once, and there's just been a lot of aspects that planets are making with each other that are, you know, creating some tension, but it's meant to help us transform, and that's kind of what Labradorite does too. Pushes us to transform and to shine our light. But anyway, I hope you all, 20Z, I hope you all did more than survive Mercury retrograde. I hope you're all thriving, or will be soon after all of that. All right, so we've done Labradorite. What should we do next? Let's do the mushrooms. So mushrooms are gonna be the same deal, buy one, get one, 50% off, with the more expensive one being full price and the less expensive one being the 50% off. So this is white onyx, very soft. It's also sometimes called calcite, Mexican onyx. These are from artisans in Mexico who hand carve them. It's a very soft, delicate crystal. So these are buy one, get one half off. This is Y13 with the letter being first. I apologize for that. Some of these had kind of old pricing where I used to put the letter first, and I wasn't able to switch them all. Here's the next one, X13. So these would be a sweet little pair if you wanted to get two. Great for putting near plants. With calcite, I wouldn't. Calcite is softer, more susceptible to water damage, but you could put them like near your plants. You could create a little fairy garden with mushrooms. I love mushrooms. I have a gazillion mushrooms. Next I have two peach moonstone. This is a very high quality peach moonstone. Some of these have like a smoky quartz inclusion. And it has just a beautiful flash. This one is P30. And here is another one with more of the smoky quartz inclusion. I love peach moonstone. It's lovely for sacral chakra work, really tapping into divine feminine, creativity, passion, flow. These are going to be a little bit more water safe. You could put them in a plant. The bottom isn't polished though, so just keep that in mind. This is P39, and I have one more of these. This one has more of like a bigger mushroom cap. Again, it has the smoky quartz, beautiful flash, 40B. So I'll just kind of show you all these side by side. And so again, these are buy one, get one half off. And I feel like this would be a great time to do some early Christmas shopping if you're looking to get crystals for your loved ones, coworkers, friends. Before I move on, I just wanted to talk about a new product that I developed. This is called Purify Crystal Cleansing Mist. So this is a blend of selenite essence. So selenite is a crystal that naturally charges other crystals. And then it also has white sage flower essence, which is also an energetic clearing flower essence. And then clear quartz crystals to amplify the intention of purifying and cleansing your crystals. So this is how you use it. You take it and you spray it on water-safe crystals. So this is a piece of petrified wood, and you just mist it right over it. And then I just take a soft cloth and just gently kind of polish it. And I feel like it just energetically refreshes the crystal because of that selenite essence that I've created, because of the white sage flower essence, and then the clear quartz crystals to kind of amplify that. So the special with this is a 4-ounce bottle, would last a pretty long time. If the first 2 people to order one of these from the video would also get one of these beautiful sage bundles. So this is sage, dried flowers, and rose quartz. So this would be like an ultimate cleansing duo for $22. And if I have more than 2 people who decide to buy one of these, I guess there isn't necessarily a special for that third person. The incentive is really just for those first 2 people to give this a try. I have sold this to one other person who was moving spaces and needed to keep her crystals cleansed and charged, and she said it worked beautifully. It's great for when they get dusty because it does, clear the dust and the dirt off of them. But I feel like it does more than that. I've kind of tested it on a couple different types of crystals. My recommendation is, obviously only use it on water-safe crystals, and crystals with like a higher polish are just more likely to be water safe. But look at that. I can just see how it, to me, and I'm very sensitive to energy, the crystal just looks happier. It just looks energetically refreshed. And so it's a nice alternative if you don't have space to put your crystals in the sun or the moon, or you don't want to take the time to necessarily use smoke, or if you are struggling with, you know, again, not having the space to kind of like have a lot of selenite dishes around or other crystals to charge them. It's just like a nice way to energetically like refresh them, to kind of clear the fingerprints off, and to just kind of make them all happy. I've also used this to kind of like cleanse and purify a space. So it says, you know, for best results, mist on water-safe crystals and wipe with a soft cloth can also be used to energetically cleanse a space. So like you would with like any other kind of energetic cleansing spray, like Florida water or what have you, because this has the selenite essence in it and the white sage flower essence in it, it can clear the energy of a space. And so it doesn't have an odor. It does have plant-based alcohol in it to keep it from going bad. And so you will smell a little bit of that, but the white sage flower essence is not an essential oil, it's a flower essence, so it doesn't have any oil, it doesn't have any added fragrance. So for people who are sensitive to smell, this is really nice. The reason I didn't want to use an essential oil is because I didn't want the crystals to get that oily residue on them, so that's why I went with a flower essence. So the first 2 people to order one of these would get one of those beautiful sage bundles. And beyond that, if somebody else decides to get one, and I guess I just wasn't prepared for that, I have some extras. I have one of these cute little fluorite moons for the 3rd person, and I have this really, really cool optical calcite sphere for the 4th person. And if we do get beyond that, which would be lovely, I will throw in a larger freebie in addition to your intuitively chosen free gift. So all orders come with an intuitively chosen mini crystal, whether that's a small moon or a small tumble. But anybody who gets the cleansing mist will get either a larger freebie crystal or, again, one of those sage bundles. So I'm really excited about that. I know I've been using it a lot. I absolutely love it. The whole thing kind of came to me as like a divine download one day, and I just was like guided to do this. It was amazing. I'm also working on a ground and protect spray that has black tourmaline, petrified wood, Palo Santo essence that I create, and then again the white sage flower essence. And then instead of the clear quartz at the bottom, I am using shungite, which is really wonderful for protection. That one I'm still kind of testing out, and that one does have a little bit of a smell because of the Palo Santo. Not that I used an oil, but just the infusion that I made used actual like Palo Santo, and it has like that kind of coconutty smell. So that will be coming soon. But let's move on to this little slab of petrified wood now that it's been cleansed. This is a lovely, lovely piece. This is one of my pieces from my personal collection. I just don't have room for it anymore. I used to use it to put like smaller crystals on, for instance, you know, like little towers. It's nice for display. I have used these at my desk when I needed to feel grounded. Just holding them is very grounding for me. So this one would have been 22, but this one is now 18, so the code is 18P. This is polished on one side and unpolished on the other. Here's another one. It's thicker, beautiful piece. For those of you who don't know, petrified wood is basically a crystallized wood. It goes into the ground and there is a natural process that occurs that basically turns the wood into a rock or a crystal. This one was 25, this is 20p. Again, it's really, really nice if you want to like display your crystals and have some height for them. Like, having a hard time showing it because there we go. So I've used these to kind of display like little fairies or, you know, other items. But again, I also love these just to ground. All right, I have one other piece of petrified wood. It's this little cute stump. It's great to hold when you're feeling like untethered. And I look at petrified wood as the sort of wise wizard of the crystal world. Like the Gandalf from Lord of the Rings or the Dumbledore of the crystal world. It's wise, it's ancient, it's loving, it's grounding. Just like the others, this is polished on the top and not on the bottom. This was 15A, this is now 8A with the discount. Okay, I skipped a couple mushrooms. So back to the buy one, get one free mushrooms, I'm sorry. I have 3 others. This is polychrome jasper. Wonderful for just wanting to call in joy and color into your life. This little guy here is 18A. Again, we're back to buy one, get one half off. This is a mookaite jasper mushroom that I think this isn't damaged. This is just how it formed, and they made it into the shape with this little portal inside. It's heavily discounted though because it does look damaged, so this is 10B. And the last one is an orange calcite mushy. Nothing really wrong with it. It's just not the most vibrant color. Other than that, it's lovely. This is soft though, so like the white calcite, I wouldn't put this right in a plant, but it would be really lovely and sunny around them on a kitchen windowsill. Kind of looks like a creamsicle. This is 10A. So that's it for the mushies. Buy one, get one, half off. Let's move on to these 2 lepidolite hearts. Lepidolite is a stone that's very soothing, calming. It has a natural lithium content. Lithium is known to be very calming to the human body. So holding this energetically, you can sometimes, depending on how sensitive you are, feel a calming, soothing energy coming from lepidolite. Something like this would be great to put under your pillow, to hold during a difficult meeting, maybe to have in your purse. This is 7L. It's the slightly larger one of the 2. This is the next one. I'll hold them side by side. This is 5L. I didn't have the original price on them. They're just heavily discounted. And if somebody really wanted both, I would do buy one, get one half off. So if you want to claim both and you say claim 7L and 5L, I'll give you buy one, get one for $250. I have 2 bloodstone towers. Bloodstone is great for detoxification. Bloodstone is a combination of a green jasper, red jasper, I believe like a white calcite, and then pyrite, and that's what the sparkles are. I love bloodstone for anybody who maybe has gone through surgery, who is going through issues with maybe pain and inflammation. I'm not a doctor, but historically that's what it's been used for in natural healing. This is 11B, and this one that's not a hole. This one's 11A, and I would also do buy one get one half off on these. So if somebody is the first to claim both, you'll get one for 11 and one for $5.50. Next I have charoite. I have not worked with charoite a lot. I got charoite when I first started selling crystals because I thought I needed to have it because everybody seems to want it. It's from Russia, I believe. I don't know a lot about it, to be honest with you. These are the two that I have left. They're beautiful. They used to be $50. It's an expensive crystal, and I'm selling these for $35 each. I wouldn't do buy one get one half off on these just because these cost me a lot and I'd like to make a tiny bit of my money back. So this darker one is 35R, and this lighter one is 35H. Next I have one pyrite heart. I got these when I first started selling. This is the last one that I have. Pyrite grows in a cubic formation, so to create something smooth like this is kind of challenging, I would imagine. It's heavy. It would actually make a nice paperweight. Pyrite is a stone of abundance. It's known as fool's gold, and it's in really great shape. It's moved around with me a few times. This one was 22, it's 15Y. I have this gorgeous amethyst cut base. You can see the banding all around it. There's nothing wrong with this, just trying to move inventory. This is the last of these that I have left. You can see it's sparkly and beautiful on the front side, and then the back shows the mother stone, kind of like a geode in a way, the way it's kind of cut open here. This one was 33, this is 25M. This would be great for like a bedside table, meditation room, etc. Next up, I have this really sweet zebra onyx moon dish. Again, this is from like those white onyx mushrooms. This comes from artisans in Mexico, small business. Nothing wrong with this, I just need to move stuff. I thought somebody might like this as a trinket dish. Don't use it for food, but like wrapped candy would be fine. This was 22, this is 18C. Same material. This is either a business card holder, or you could use it to have like intention or oracle cards. You could have like a shorter one in the front and a larger one in the back. You could have business cards in the front and an information card in the back. Nothing wrong with it, just again trying to move inventory. This was 22, this is 17A. I have this pink calcite candle holder, really lovely energy. You could also use this to hold a large sphere. So it's polished on top and then rough on the sides and on the bottom. This was 28, this is 18P. Next, I have two polychrome jasper hearts. This one has a little ding in it, so it's reduced accordingly. This was 30B, this is 15B. Very puffy, very lovely, very calming. only ding in it is right here. And I have another one of those. This is a darker one, more greens. When you get to the polychrome or the ocean jasper, it's always going to have a lot of variety in color and pattern. This one has a ding as well. It has 2 dings. It has 3 dings, 4 dings. Yeah, this one's kind of banged up. This, to me, this looks like a rose. This was 30A, this is 15A. In the same vein of items that are slightly damaged, this is a gorgeous Golden Healer Freeform. Golden Healer is quartz with a high iron content, which is what gives it the yellow color. Golden Healer is lovely for any kind of work where you really want to embrace unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. It's very uplifting but grounding at the same time. It has this, it had a little nick and they put filler in it. And so it's been discounted from 33 and the code to claim would be 25G. The other damaged item I have is a white onyx incense holder. You see the little hole for the incense. It works perfectly fine as an incense holder. It just has a chip right here. So I want this to go to a good home because I don't burn incense anymore. So this is $5. If somebody wants this, the code is 5A. Let's see, what else do I have? I have this dendritic opal heart. I haven't worked a lot with dendritic opal, and I don't have an ID card for this. So when you buy crystals from me, they come with ID cards. If you don't know, let me see if I can find one to show you. For instance, anyway, I don't have cards for dendritic opal, so this wouldn't come with a card. And it's not really damaged, it's just kind of rough on the back. So this was 25 and it would be 15D. What else do we have? I have some beautiful Mexican onyx skulls. This is more of like a chocolate calcite. I don't have a card for chocolate calcite either, FYI. Anyway, it has this little imperfection at the top, so I'm discounting it even though it's gorgeous. Made in Mexico, was 66. The letter is 50C. This is a big skull. And I have another gorgeous one. Now this one's not polished. It's a matte skull, and it's a combination of orange calcite and then zebra onyx. It's absolutely stunning, but there's the chin has a little, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, has a little chip in it. It would have been 66. I discounted it to 55, and now it's 40. So if someone's interested in this for 40, I feel like it's kind of a steal because you're not going to even see the chip in the chin. If you do work, body work, this is lovely. If you want to call upon your ancestors, this is lovely. Skulls have a lot of meanings for different people. They don't just mean death. And I love them. My sister loved them. She kind of got me into them. And now I have this crazy collection of skulls and mushrooms where I never used to have anything like that before in my collection. All right, we're getting close to the end. I have this selenite, it's peach. Let me zoom out just a little bit here. Peach selenite candle holder. This could fit a votive because I think if you put a tea light in there, it's a little bit too deep. So this would be good for a votive battery operated or not. I would do battery operated just because I wouldn't want the wax to ruin the selenite. Selenite's very temperamental. It's gorgeous. This would have been 25. This is 15L. And then I have this wand. I don't even remember where I got this, but this is like garnet in, I can't remember what this is called now, but they take the garnet and they suspend it in like, gosh, I can't even remember. And it has the ohm symbol, and it's completely flat on both sides if you want to use it for massage. This is 8G. So I don't know, this would be cool for a kid, like as a magic wand, but it also would be very grounding because it's garnet. So if anyone's interested in this, it's 8G. I have two gorgeous agate towers. This one has a little druzy portal. This one, I didn't change the pricing on these. This one was 45 or 55. And this one is gonna be 45. And I can't remember if I used, I'm just gonna say 45G. So if you're interested in this one, 45G, so $10 off. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just trying to move it. And then its sister is this one. Roughly the same size. They'd make a lovely pair. It has a little portal all the way through. Gorgeous blue color. Again, this will be 45, but it'll be 45I. So again, there's no damage. It's just, again, I'm just trying to move stuff. I've had these about a year now-ish. I think it's time for them to move on and find good homes. Okay, I have these fire quartz spheres. Here is the first one. It has a slight imperfection where it was chipped and they filled it right here. Otherwise, nothing wrong with it. Can barely even notice that. It has some nice flash to it. It's a pretty good size sphere. This was 55, this is 33F. Comes with an acrylic stand. And then I have, I'm gonna take this off the stand, don't mind the mess in the background, but I have this one too, and this is an option if you would like to get one of these light bases for one of these spheres. These are $10. But this is the other one. Let me zoom in here. Whoa, that was way too much. So you can kind of see. And I'll put the other one on here too, but this one has a couple of dings instead of just one, so it's more discounted. Let me just put the other one on here so you can see it all lit up. Okay, so that one was 33. Oh, goodness. That one that one was 33. So you can see this one has a ding there. I think there's another one. There. I can't remember where the other one is, but trust me, it has. Anyway, this one's only 25. If somebody, let me put this camera back on the stand. Sorry about that. See where that damage was. Anyway, this one was 40, but the code for this would be 25F. I do have some bracelets. So all these bracelets are going to be $5, and they don't have codes, and they're going to be intuitively chosen if you want one. So they're normally anywhere from 12 to 10, or yeah. So I have 4 rhodonite bracelets. These are 8mm bead. These would normally be 10. These would be 5. So you would just say claim 1 rhodonite, claim 2 rhodonite. I have 4 of these available. They're 7.5 inch in size. Rhodonite is similar to rose quartz in that it's a wonderful heart healing stone. I also have these little small tiny white moonstone bracelets that were originally 12. These would also be 5. I have 2 of these, so you'd say claim 1 moonstone, claim 2 moonstone bracelets. If you're interested, the first person will get them. I have 2 lepidolite bracelets that I found. Again, these were 10. These would also be 5. Claim 1 lepidolite, claim 2 lepidolite. 7.5 in size. And lastly, I have these petersite bracelets, faceted. I don't know a lot about petersite, so I can't really tell you the properties, but it is beautiful, and these were 11. I have 5 of them. So again, these would just be $5. So claim 1 petersite. You can spell it as best as you can. It's really pretty. A variety of colors, very earthy. And they were all resting on this other zebra onyx wavy plate. This used to be 20. This would be 13x. And last but not least, let's see if I can bring this forward here. I have these really high quality tumbles. I have Peruvian rhodonite, I have malachite, and I have Peruvian serpentine. I think the malachite, I don't remember where it's from, so I'm not going to say. But these are mix and match, buy one, get one half off. So the malachite is normally $10. Malachite tends to be pricey. These are 8, and these are 8. So you could mix and match and buy one, get one half off of these. They're really lovely, just soothing, soft. I love them. They're really nice, high quality tumbles. Serpentine is great for those who are potentially going through a Kundalini awakening. It's supposed to have the energy of Kundalini energy, which is that coiled snake energy that coils up the base of the spine. Rhodonite, again, very soft, heartwarming. It's kind of like the first aid crystal for heartache and grief. And then malachite is heart chakra, but it's known to have an element of copper in it, which can be great for inflammation. So if you wanted to claim one of these, you would just say, claim 1 rhodonite and 1 malachite, or claim 2 serpentine and 2 rhodonite, and I would do the buy one get one pricing. So that is what I have for you all. Thank you for sticking this out. It's been kind of a long video. Hopefully you were able to watch it all the way through. I'm trying to find a place to rest the camera. I live in a small little studio, and we're renovating it. So just being able to clear this table and do this was kind of a big deal. But just, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments or email me at rachel@alchemygrace.com. And I look forward to seeing your claims, and thank you all so much. I hope that these all go to beautiful homes where they can work their magic and create crystal support for others. And they will all be energetically cleansed with my selenite cleansing spray before they go to your home, as long as they're water safe. Take care, everybody.